Okay, well, today I want to demonstrate the conventional deadlift. So this is a stock standard, basic, foundational deadlift that plenty of people perform. There's so many variations to a deadlift now. I can't even count them all on one or two hands. But the conventional is the GOAT. It's the one that you always should start with. Now, a lot of people are fearful of deadlift simply because they believe, if they haven't done it, that they're going to hurt the lower back. So it's not about hurting your lower back from a deadlift, it's about poor technique when performing a deadlift. So let's get the fundamentals right. So I've just got a 40 kilo setup here. Okay, what I want to do is I want to walk in when I start and make sure my bar's nice and square first. Toes are under the bar. Okay, so that's step one. Toes or feet, foot placement is hip width apart. We're stable, that'll give us a good foundation to build off of, okay? The next step is, I want to lower myself down so that my knees don't project over, because the bar path needs to come up vertically, and that's a key. Whenever you film yourself doing a deadlift, you want that bar path to be nice and vertical. It means you're lifting correctly. So I want to sit back on my heels enough so that my knees are not going to project over the bar too much, to enable my hands to grab the bar. Now, where I grab is basically where my hands fall, okay? Simple as that. I don't need to go too wide, I don't need to go too narrow. It's where they fall, overhand grip always. The next step is actually the lift, and you want to take the weight. There's always that little click that you'll hear there. So you want to take the weight so that you're nice and secure, and you can feel and engage your back. So your core needs to be on, your upper back needs to be on. You need to squeeze under your arms, like you've got newspapers or oranges under your arms, to engage your lats to ensure that you're spreading the load. People who do a deadlift incorrectly simply pick the weight up and they start levering through their back. So they're using their lower back as a fulcrum without engaging anything else. You've got to engage first before you lift, so important. So I'm going to engage. My chest is pushed forward, and I'm going to continue to think chest elevation, chest elevation, chest elevation, come up. Back down, reverse engineer it, back down, back down, back down. So you can see there I'm coming up, I'm coming up, I'm coming up. Controlled, chest elevated, nice and tall, lock out, back down, reverse engineer it. So I hinge backwards, bend my knees, the bar path is nice and vertical, okay? I'm lifting to my ability. I'm not trying to push the weight too much. Look, you can have a little flexion in the back. If the weight starts to get heavy, that's fine, as long as you're braced. That is the key. If you're just lifting for the sake of lifting, your back's nice and rounded, or not nice and rounded, your back is rounded, that is a big no-no. So again, engage, take the weight. Okay, I'm engaging, I'm nice and tight, I'm nice and tight. Chest up, chest up, chest up, up. Back down, back down, back down, sit. And set, engage, up, 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 nice and controlled, back down. So, the deadlift, it's a lower body and upper body exercise. It utilises the entire posterior chain as well as the core. It is by far the single greatest exercise in terms of engaging multiple muscle groups at once. So if you get it right and you perform it correctly and it feels really good, progress with it. It will fundamentally change the way you lift and see how you can lift. It is an excellent exercise. I cannot guarantee it enough in terms of what it can do for you, in terms of bang for buck, energy expenditure, as well as muscle development. So give that one a go. The conventional deadlift, highly recommended. Let me know what you think if you have some feedback.